What's up? I'm so fucking tired right now. They have us, at the end of the week, they make us do an hour earlier on our schedule instead of coming in at the regular time. Ask me why, I have no fucking clue. I don't know. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Anyway, as a follow-up to my, my thing I'm trying to start, like a weekly thing. Like I ask you guys which ones you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about whichever cars. I'll try and keep it short. It won't be short though, because there's like 3 cars to talk about. So the winners technically told me to talk about the Alfa Romeo Giulia and the Maloo, HSV Maloo, to be specific. See, I love both of those cars, one more than the other. And I said that I would just have my mystery car and there would just be 3. But then someone mentioned the S2000. I think it was Mr. S2000. I think that's his name. I'm going to talk about that one as well. I got to put it in there. And I will talk about my mystery one in a different one. So, let's start this in alphabetical order. Yeah. Let's talk about the Alfa Romeo Giulia, the newest one. I'm assuming that's the one they wanted me to talk about. Now, I could go on and on and on about the classic ones. I love them. Oh, man, they're gorgeous. The new one. You know, from the side, it almost looks like a BMW from about 8 years ago. It just doesn't seem like something Alfa Romeo would be building, you know? It just doesn't, it looks good. It does. It almost looks like a blend of like all of the luxury sports sedans mixed together, and then they put a really, really thin Alfa Romeo grille in the front. It's like this slit thing. I don't even know what they were thinking. Totally dislike it. Would I not own one? Hell no, I would own one. I would fucking own one, definitely. Seriously, they're great cars, I'm sure. They're probably going to sound like a dream. I don't know if they're actually out yet. I haven't really followed up on them too much. I'm more of a classic Alfa guy. You know, I can't wait for the Spider. That's going to be kind of cool. That's going to be interesting to see. That's not even a fucking... Are they doing the Spider? Is that... It's another Italian thing. It's a Fiat. Never mind. Tired as fuck, like I said. Ugh, Prius. So, we've talked about the Alfa Romeo Giulia as far as I will talk about it. Let's go on to the Maloo. The Maloo, the HSV Maloo, holy freaking crap. That thing's amazing. It's fantastic. You know, I always say that Australia especially, but like all the foreign companies, like all of the subsidiaries of American companies that are in not America, they have better ones. They have better cars than us. They do. That's my personal opinion. You can talk about the Mustang all you want. You can talk about the Corvette and the Camaro, blah, blah, blah. Seriously though, Australia is where it's at for like badass muscle cars. That's just the fact. I'm not going to talk about Chrysler Corporation in that because, you know, they have their own little thing. And I don't really think they're very popular over there. It's pretty much just Holden and Ford performance vehicles. Anyway, I'm pissed off because Australia has Utes, and I freaking love Utes, and I always have loved El Caminos and all that stuff. Especially like the 72 Ranchero, probably the best looking Ranchero ever. And you got the, I like the I think it's the 72 SS El Camino. It looks basically, it's basically like a Nova with a you know, a truck bed. It looks amazing, and they're awesome. Excuse me. So what I feel the Maloo is for is basically it's for when you want to be just as badass as possible in a muscle car that can haul a little bit of things. I mean, it probably says don't haul things in it, but like how the Cyclone said, you know, you do not use for hauling. Oh, dude, you are burning oil. Ooh, gross. Ah, it smells terrible. AC on. That's bad. Anyway, the HSV Maloo, probably one of my favorite cars ever. Utes. It is my favorite Ute. I have to say it is. That's totally encompassing all of them that have ever been made. I love it the most. The way that it looks, the way that it sounds, it's fantastic. I mean, I can't really say anything more except for it epitomizes Australia, and I hate them for having it and us not having it. So left-hand Utes is going to get a call from me whenever I am financially stable, because I will be importing one of those in the future. It will happen if the country doesn't go to shit. Anyway, let's talk about the S2000. Now, the S2000 is a very, very interesting car. See, it's one part open air roadster, and the other part it is VTEC monster. 9,000 RPM. You cannot argue with 9,000 RPM. I don't care if it's a 4-cylinder. I don't care. 9,000 RPM is ridiculous. They're highly customizable because Honda. They're seriously great cars. They're amazing cars. I've known a couple of people that own them, and they never had any problems with them whatsoever. Okay, one of them, freak accident, he had a thing happen with his roof where it ripped open. So that's one problem, but you know what? That's resolvable. You just put another soft top onto it, or a hard top. I would put a hard top on mine. That would be awesome. And I love how they look when they're built to look like coupes. Oh, they're so nice. Now, the newest S2000, if they are actually going to be producing it, I do not like. I don't care for it. I think it looks like a little baby NSX, and I don't like the new NSX. I just do not like it. Don't like it at all. Especially when they gave us that video on Car Throttle. It's the first time I ever heard the new NSX. I can't remember who posted it. It might have been from the staff. It might have been a different sponsored company. But they posted a video of the NSX, doing some revs and going around a track, I believe it was. Sounded like shit. I don't like how it sounded. Maybe it sounds better in person and the electronic microphones were, picking it up very well. But I doubt that because, they can pick up a lot of other good sounds all the time. So, anyway, the way that I feel about the S2000 is it's basically like a better Miata. Now, when I say better Miata, I mean exactly that. It's better at being a roadster, in my opinion. I've never driven one around. I have been inside a couple of them, and, I mean, they seriously haul ass. They have a little bit of power, and they can drift stock. They can just drift stock. It's amazing. You do donuts in them. It's badass. Now, all that stuff stock in like an NAMX5, it's not going to happen that easily, and it's a little bit easier to happen. That's years and years and years of technological advances and all that shit. So I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying, well, I am comparing the two. I'm saying that the S2000 versus the MX-5 of the time, especially the MX-5 of the time, god-awful looking. I believe it was the NC. Ooh, do not like that. Anyway, S2000, man. I seriously would love to have one day, and I think it would be a really awesome build. I mean, I've seen them with LS engines. I think they're a perfect platform for that, too. They're not like some JDM legend with a crazy-ass, awesome engine that can't be replaced, because, it can be replaced. Or if you wanted to replace it, no one would freaking bat an eye. At least, I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't give a shit. I think it would look awesome with freaking LS V8. I think there's a Viper V10 one. That's badass. That's amazing. you know, they're good platforms. Just like pretty much every Honda is a great platform for your build. I think it'd be great to have one day. That'd be great. Anyway, so this is the first installment of 3 Cars and 1 Opinion. So let me know what you thought about it, and let me know if you want more.